Hello, talented tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean with me, BlueAnkylo. It's been a day or two since the last episode. Some things happened, and it took some time. Don't worry, I'll turn the game music on eventually, but for now I'm going to leave it on sort of high speed, quiet mode just for you and me because I don't want the fast forwarded music to ruin everything. But I have successfully managed to grind a talent onto Millie, and I'm not doing this to anyone else in this run. But it is possible, and you get a bonus of 50 skill points when you do it. So, turn the menu speed up a little bit quicker here. As you can see, we've got a few more level ups. I wanted to make sure Millie had a reasonably high customized chance before I started doing this. I don't know if that helps, but that's what I spent a fair amount of time on, making sure I killed a few of the super bosses. So I think I got everyone's customized up to like 6-ish, if you had something to customize. And I did most of them off camera, except for Millie's, who I'll do on camera. And I would say it wasn't too bad. You definitely have to like reload if you wanna save time. You need to reload when you waste your materials because crafting up the weapons that you use to customize. The only people who can kind of spam it are Millie and Marvel, who can use things you can duplicate. So you can duplicate rainbows with art, or rainbow diamonds with art, and you can duplicate magical Persias with art. The other ones, everybody else uses a weapon that you have to craft every time you want to try to customize it. And I would say my odds on customization were probably between 10 and 30%. It's hard to say exactly. But a rank 6 with, so you have to have the originality talent, and just like Radix, who I got at first try on screen, I think he's up to level 7 now. That was because I wanted to get his crafting a little bit higher. But originally everyone was at level 6 for customize, and it wasn't too hard. I wouldn't say I spent too long grinding that out. Like I said, probably on the realm of 5 to 10 tries per person, other than Radix, who got it first try. But because if you're trying to do it without reloading, you'd have to save, try it, reset the game, try it again, reset the game, try it again. It takes a long time to go through the menus, right? Like that's the slowest part. Millie though was, I had to get the talent. So if you're wondering, I had her customize at level 8 with the violin playing. I'll play that for you guys just so you can hear. I don't know if I probably haven't done a great job playing all the different music. Oh, I have to also turn the music. I'll do this very briefly just to show it off. So I think I've played this once before, but basically the idea was craft up 20. Well, you got rainbow diamonds until you have to use crafting to make a Persia. So getting your first magical Persia takes a while, but it's rainbow diamonds and crafting until eventually you get that. And then you probably just want to use art to duplicate them till you got 20 of those. That's actually very easy. So art, I ran out of the colors, but you can use the 2,000 gold duplicating item to duplicate Persias. I'd say it's about 50-50. So 2 stacks of 20 colors, magic paints, turns into about 20 magical Persias. How would I know it's about 50-50? Because I've made 120 of them. Exactly. And that took a while. I didn't want to do save scumming because I wasn't sure if it's like progression system, like to learn a new talent. I wasn't sure, and I haven't like guaranteed this. But like when you're trying to learn hidden skills, you can't just or hidden techs. Man, my buttons are way all over the place today. If you're trying to learn the 7-star techniques, whatever, the hidden skills, hidden combos, they're called killer moves later on, but whatever you want to call these things. I'm pretty sure there's a progression system that keeps count of how many times you've used the base ability before it unlocks the advanced ability. I'm not sure if that's how talents work, but I was assuming it was, so I didn't want to just try 20 times, reset the game, reload it, try 20 times, reset the game, reload it, because I was worried that might be resetting my progress on learning the talent. If you're trying to craft cool stuff like ultimate weapons, it is not a progression system for sure. You just have an RNG chance to get stuff like these Kaiser Knuckles. So pretty good. We had Ronixis craft those for Iria. We had Ashley craft his own Murasame blade, which is 1,000 damage. We had Tinet craft his own offering, which is 1,000 damage lightning. Nothing for arrows. Nothing for Joshua. You can use a rainbow orb to create a holy orb, which is a fair bit stronger. It does have more a stat penalty. It gives you a penalty to defense, accuracy, evade. I think it's -10 to all stats, actually. So lots of damage, theoretically, but slightly lower stats. And Millie, I haven't done hers yet. She's the only one that I haven't customized. Also, I was using extravagant swords because when I was grinding against those angels, the Aura Blade's holy element was healing them. So I turned it to just non-elemental extravagant, and that was pretty good. Okay, so here we are. That's all I did. I've crafted those. I guess there's a couple other things I did while I was crafting the magical Persia with my crafting skill using those rainbow diamonds we've been duplicating. I mean, most of the time you just get junk, but we did find one interesting accessory which I can equip now. So it's a head item. It's called the Dream Crown. I got, I think, 4 of them. You can't duplicate them. You just craft them out of rainbow diamonds. And it gives you a lot of status protection. So if you're going with like extravagant armor for someone who doesn't have mithril armor, that's a pretty good upgrade. Also, if you're someone who can't really use any equipment on your head, that's 40 defense, even if you've already got... I guess you can't use the mithril mail. So it's really good for Radix and Iria. I think it's less important if you can equip the mithril mail, because you've got, you know, ice, fire, lightning already. And it's an upgrade, but I think that's earth elemental and poison or something like that. But yeah, there's characters like Tinek who don't really have any helmet slots at all, and can't use. It's the mithril armor specifically that gives you some status protection. So anyway, we've got 4 of them, so we can always have 4 people with them equipped. It's no big deal. I guess I'll give one to Millie as well, because probably we want her for the late game. Anyway, that's, I think so far, that's the only interesting crafting item I've really made out of crafting all the different stuff. I haven't really tried to craft, like, Sage's Stones, because I can't duplicate these, and I've only got the one. I'm just looking at the guide right now. Sage's Stone can get you Heal Ring, Stun Ring, Mental Ring. I think we've got all of those except the Heal Ring. Star Rubies are a little bit rare. These guys can give you the Star Ring, Star Emblem, Star Necklace, and a Protect Ring. They seem kind of interesting. You can duplicate those, so I haven't tried yet. We'll just do a couple here. I'll leave one around so I can try to duplicate it. But it's probably just a bunch of garbage. I would say, oh, there you go, Star Emblem and the Botch Ring. So we got 1 out of 5. What does that actually do? Looks like it might be mage only. What was it? Star. Did I just miss it? It's alphabetical except for when it's not. My apologies here. I just don't see it. Probably, you know, we could just find it on the, there's this, yeah, Star Emblem, accessory, there you go. Increases max MP by 30%. I probably mentioned that long ago. Looks like it's a shield, actually. It says accessory, but it looks like a shield. Interesting. No. Maybe no one can equip it? Oh, no, there it is. So at least Millie can equip it. We've got the MP regenerating item, so, like, we've already got something probably better, but we've got an HP plus 30%, we've got an MP plus 30%. That's cool. Anyway, all I was trying to say is that there's some interesting things you can do with crafting. Rainbow diamonds give you the key item for Millie's customize. The Dream Crowns are also from Rainbow Diamonds. The one you just saw was from the Star Ruby. The Sage's Stone, if you can find a way to get more of these, you can get... I already explained what you can get for that one. Other rare items, Orihalkin has basically nothing. The basic stuff you can buy, unfortunately, doesn't give you much. You can get, like, half damage from fire and water with those. Moonite gives you Lunatic Rings, Misty Symbols, Luna Talisman, Luna Crest. So You know, you guys can experiment with these if you're curious. I would say crafting is okay, and the success rates are passable at level 10. What is not passable at level 10 is alchemy. I have spent, and I counted, 100 iron and never gotten a sage stone. So I've tried this 100 times and never succeeded once. Nope. So that's never succeeded. That's less than 1% for me. Alchemizing rainbow diamonds is a waste because you can duplicate them with art at like a 20 to 30% chance. I went through 100 irons for orichalcons because you can't duplicate these with art, and I got 3 or 4. I think I might have used one. So the odds of alchemizing orichalcum is not 0, but it's pretty dang low, like less than 10%, I'm gonna say. The difference is, and I think I understand why, iron is basically free. So spectacles don't really cost anything. Iron doesn't really cost anything. So you could effectively just sit here for hours, and eventually you'd have infinite of all the alchemized metals. But, oh man, does this just waste time. Like, this is on 4 times speed. You could turn the TV on, watch somebody else let's play something. Hopefully get it. I mean, I don't know if we're going to get it on camera, but anyway, I was, like, on a stack of 20, I would get 1 at best. And oftentimes I'd go through a stack of 20 iron and get 0. So, alchemizing the rare stuff, I would not say is very successful. You can just buy some of the mid-tier gems, right? And for the most part, if you can duplicate it with art, you should be duplicating with art. So alchemy, I say, is a big fat waste of time. I did get a couple orichalcons, but that sucked. And I think we can use art to duplicate star rubies and rune metal, and I know you can do Damascus at least. So, you know, the success rate on duplicating gold is pretty good, but gold is garbage. Doesn't really do you anything. So anyway, alchemy kind of sucks. Crafting, okay. Cooking, I haven't really done much cooking, but it's not that hard anymore. You just get a random item out of it. If you get something that is someone's favorite, you know, they heal 100% when you use it in combat or in the menu or whatever, so pretty nice. Compounding I haven't used a lot, but it's also pretty reliable, I found. This is like your healing item, so 2 Artemises is Fairy Mist. No, there's one for Resurrection Bottle. The Lavender. Cure Paralysis. There's a whole bunch of combos. The trick, of course, is like learning what all the combos are for compounding. Oh, we've ran out of spectacles. Well, there's that. But yeah, basically, because you can use Birdseed to do they not sell? Yeah, they sell spectacles here. Forgot to buy them. Because you can just buy spectacles, and you can buy a lot of food ingredients and compounding ingredients via the Summon Familiar ability. So if you're in the middle of a dungeon and you need some emergency healing, you can probably pick up most of these items from the bird. I'm not sure if you can get all 5 of them. I think the Shadow Flower is for like offensive bombs and stuff, but I'm pretty sure you can get like Savory, Lavender, maybe Artemis Leaf, and I think you can technically get all of your healing stuff out of those. I forget the combos. It's not on my screen right now, but there's the Resurrection Bottle from one of them and some sweet syrup. So yeah, you can get resurrections, you can get all that stuff. So compounding, pretty good. Crafting, decent. Cooking, decent. Alchemy, trash. Identify is kind of necessary. Authoring was really, really strong. Art is really, really strong. Smithing is okay, but you definitely need the better high-quality base weapons and a high rank in smithing. But that getting the higher level weapons wasn't too bad because you can just buy... Like, trying to do it with the lower tier weapons was trash, but trying to do the higher tier weapons actually... I mean, maybe I'll show off a couple here. Longsword +1 first try. So it's not like that's... I wouldn't try to use a longsword to get a longsword +1. But if you use the better swords, you know, it's not 100%, but as you can see, there you go. +1, +1, +2. Those are the ones you want. And then you take the longsword +2 and craft it with, depending on which item you want to get, one of the other rare ones, like Orichalcon or Mithril or Meteorite. And the odds of that working are lower, but not literally 0. You could also save load these kinds of things. I would say, I think the second tier, going from +1 or +2 into the custom items for smithing, that's probably like in the 25% range. It's kind of a pain, and as you can see, we failed. I'd probably want to reload after that just to... If I hadn't already got the items done, I'd probably be reloading. That said, now on camera, 15 minutes into the episode, we're gonna try to show off the customize for Millie. I'm gonna show off what I've been doing because I spent a lot of time off camera. So we need magic colors and we need more magical Persians, and I've kind of messed up my stuff here. So this is the item we want. We don't have to do it outside. I just always do things outside. So there's the magical Persia. The quickest way I find to do this is sort by new, so that the magical Persia is right at the top. And then as long as you've got art with someone with 10 out of 10, you can basically just spam the button. Now, I'm playing on 4 times speed, so if you're not playing with 4 times speed, you can't go quite this quick. If you're using a different emulator, you can go 1000% speed if you want. It would go even faster. Now, I would say, in my experience, usually duplicating magical Persias is around 50-50. So you'll have good stretches where you get a bunch in a row. On average, I do find you get around 10 magical Persias for every full stack of magical color arts. At least at level 10 art. So I'll just finish making my stack of 10. And this is just demonstrating what I did to learn the talent. So basically, I had to do 120 magical Persias consumed to get the talent on Millie. And that means I had to go through 240 rainbow diamonds, approximately, to make all of those magical Persias. So then a stack of, we got a stack of magical Persias ready to go. Then we go to Millie, and when I was trying to learn the talent, we would want the violin to be playing. We don't care about that for the crafting. But now it's just a matter of first try. Thanks, Millie. So there you go. Customizing is really easy when you do it on camera. You just get it first try. Here I was expecting like half an hour of random grinding. So what is this? It's a charm. It's pretty good. It's Radix's ultimate accessory, and it is way better than probably any other accessory in the game. Maybe. A whole bunch of attack power, a little bit of a defense, accuracy, evade, and a bunch of stats protections. We could probably make him 2. I think you can. I think you can equip 2 of them. Not 100%. Let's see what the actual odds of getting it were, though, because that was pretty crazy, right? This is more like what I normally would see. A bunch of failures. And it's not that you can only make 1. It's just RNG. Going to be RNGing. So yeah, I mean, the odds of getting the charm were probably not very high. We just got it first try. There is a private action that also gets you one of those for free. So if you don't want to go through the crafting process for Millie, but you have to change who you recruit to your group. So basically you can't recruit, who is it? I think you have to keep Sias or something, and then I think that locks you out of Ashley. And maybe it's like you can't recruit Josh. I can't remember exactly. There's a couple conditions, but basically you can have Millie join the party earlier on in the game by not recruiting someone. Maybe it's Joshua. And if you don't have Joshua, the game's like, well, obviously you need a healer. So they give you Millie a little bit earlier, maybe even before Renixis. And then you get a private action with her, theoretically. And she'll give you a charm. I think it's at Ekdart specifically. So, you can get these really overpowered. It's like really, I mean, you saw the stats on that. I guess I didn't check. I almost certainly can't duplicate it. I have it equipped right now. I would be very surprised if you could duplicate it, but I guess we could have tried that, because that's the real cheesy way to do things. I assume it's at the bottom. I don't see it quick here. No, I mean, it's almost certainly not duplicatable, duplicitous. If you see it there in the list, good eye, but I don't think it's there. So let's see if we can get a second one for fun. So this is not how I did other people's crafting, because this is very wasteful, as you guys can see. There, we got it. So that took, what? A total of 29 technically crafts, and we got 2. So that's averaging 1 out of 15. That seems pretty low compared to my previous rate, but maybe it is like 10%. And we just got a bit lucky a couple times getting it first try, and that kind of threw off the head math, the bias. So anyway, charm, woo, and like restoring MP is pretty awesome, but is it better than another 200 damage? I mean, you don't get to stack the elemental protections, but you get to stack everything else. So yeah, I'll go with double charm and ultimate weapon and extravagant armor and a dream crown. So that gives us lightning, fire, droplet, earth. We've also got water. I guess it's the same stuff. Oh no, we've got ice, because ice you usually get from the mithril mail. There's a lot of overlap, but anyway, we've got most of the elements covered. I don't think it's very difficult to get like light and dark resistance. They may technically exist, but it's been hard to find it. And I think that's all the crafting I want to do. So there you go. That's all the crafting I planned. And now we can get back to the game. I'm going to keep it on fast forward until we get back to Sylvalant, because that's where we're going. So I'll set up my party, kind of going into the end game. I'm going to keep Millie. Well, she's going to be in reserve. She's going to be in reserve. I don't think we need her. She does have better healing magic and resurrection than Joshua, but I don't think we actually need her. And I've really been enjoying Tenek, and Iria has been doing really well, but I've kind of decided I like Marvel. I would say Ronixis is also really strong, but his spells tend to pause the game. Ashley is not... I'm not as impressed with Ashley. I think the other fighters are better. Millie is more like boss fighting, healing kind of stuff. And Iria is very similar to Tenek. Like, she's quick. Her special techniques are really good. So I would say any combination of Tenek, Marvel, and one mage, either Runixis or Joshua, and then Iria or... Iria could be one of the fighters. Marvel's basically a fighter. So anyway, that's sort of my general plan. Let me just make sure we've got some sensible formation. Actually, for this, I'm going to put Marvel in the corner so she spends a bit more time doing ranged attacks. And make sure everyone's on normal... Yeah, see, I had Ashley on protect himself. When I was grinding against the Angel Girl, he just ran in there and died all the time. The super boss. Other than that, let's just make sure we've got things ready to go here real quick. Double charm. He's got a dream glove. Let's give him the mental ring for MP regen. Marvel's got the MP ring. She's got a star guard. I guess I could give her one of the dream guards, and I'll give Joshua one of the others. So for now, let's say Millie doesn't need this. We can equip it later. And Iria doesn't need hers either. At least, unless you want them in the party. And that just spreads around some of our special gear a little bit. Right. Yeah, definitely one small downside with Joshua is he can't equip 2 accessories, which is a little bit of a penalty for him. The feather doesn't really do much compared to the other cool accessories. So, like, we might want stone guards to prevent being turned to stone, and he can't equip those. So anyway, that just gives everyone a pretty good set of gear. Maybe not ultimate gear, but pretty close. And special tech-wise, I haven't really been playing with these too much. You know, 7-star stuff is good. Hurricane, Firewheel. At this point, you know, we're pretty much just crushing everything. I'll turn Word of Death back on. Yeah, okay. So we spent 23 minutes, but we got the crafting done, and I don't think I'm going to do any more crafting. So now we're going to head back to continue the story, which means turn off encounters in case I didn't. Run from monsters. If you have Hunt for Monsters and the song to avoid monsters, which I've done, let's have summoning monsters and avoiding monsters at the same time, you tend to just run into encounters kind of like on average. So I think they kind of balance each other out. Anyway, we just have to run around Van Continent with super speed and basically no encounters at this point in the game. I'm pretty sure this won't take too long. We're not going to Van. This big long bridge, and then we're in Sylvalant. It might have been quicker to go to the right of Ionis to the town of Ekdirt and take the boat to Sylvalant, now that I think about it. But I didn't do that, and we're already mostly the way here. So that's the destroyed town of Terribleness, which was called. And I'll turn the music back on in just a second. Alright, so this is where we're headed. Let me turn the speed back down. And basically, we just need to get on a boat and go to the demon realm. But there's one little thing we could do first. Seeing as we're doing secrets... Hey, it's the music. There's a hidden shop in here that I've not successfully found, but I know it exists. And it was kind of hinted at, sort of, by one of the people we talked to. Very vaguely. It's behind a tree somewhere. Yeah, this guy. He's actually pretty easy to spot. He doesn't look like Santa, but we found Santa, and he's got some stuff for us to buy. You know, you can buy some stuff if you really want. I'm not gonna bother. I think these are rare enemy drops as well, if you care. You know, we don't need this kind of stuff. The good stuff is, of course, not Santa boots. I looked it up because it's so expensive. These things, every time you rest at the inn, you have a chance of getting some items when you wake up, but they're mostly just trash items. What we actually might want is this. It's very, very expensive, though. I don't actually have enough money for it. I thought I might, but... it's kind of equivalent to the charm, just a different set of elements. And there you go, dark and holy, probably. So, it's actually better than the charm. 60 defense, you know, it's pretty good. I'd like to buy one, and I could use my 30% off coupon, but that's still not enough. So, I didn't realize how expensive that was. So, I should have grinded for some more money. It's a bit too late. What's the most expensive, What's the most expensive thing we could duplicate? There's so much junk you can copy. I guess the way to do this would be to check the sell list and then try to figure out what you can duplicate out of there that's really expensive. You can't duplicate weapons, like the unique weapons. And like we need hundreds of thousands of dollars, so I don't think you can duplicate cat bands. 25,000 is also not that much. 100,000 Damascus sword, nope. The violins are worth about 100,000, so that might be the best we can do. Ori Halkin's worth 50 grand, not bad, not bad. Sage's Stone is worth a ton of money, wow, very nice. Hey, so we have a saxophone, it's 80,000, I know you can duplicate those. Wow, Flame Lance that's like one of the most expensive weapons I've seen yet. It's not even as good as his ultimate weapon, we could just sell it. But that's 400,000. I think I need 8 million. Wow. Is that... yeah, I didn't think I was that far off. Yeah, that's 8 million, right? 8 million. So, I don't have the stuff for it. I don't think we can buy art colors here. So, forget it. I was gonna do that, but whatever. It's pretty overpowered. I think you just have to grind violins or something, duplicate a whole bunch until you've got 8 million. Well, probably 5 million, because you can use the, there's an item that lets you, get a 33% off, so probably 5 million is what you need. Let's go alphabetical, and then battle items at the top. That's generally the sensible layout. Okay, let's go to the Demon World. I wanted to check out Santa's shop, but he's too expensive. To the Deserted Isle. To the Desert Isle, Land of Cerbert. And random encounters. We'll try out some cool, how strong are we? Seeing as we've got the charm on Radix. We're pretty strong. Well, everyone's pretty strong with ultimate weapons. I actually wouldn't be surprised if Joshua... Actually, you know, now that I think about it, the way the scaling is working, I changed my mind. Joshua's cool and all, but I think actually just a full melee squad will be better because of ultimate weapons. Yeah, because Ronix 6 doesn't get an ultimate weapon. Ashley does, but he's kind of bad. and Joshua just gets magic. So, okay, sorry. I didn't plan on changing everything again, but... I would rather not, well, I just want to be as strong as possible, right? Overkill strength. Would be nice to have some of those, extra tri-ace cards or whatever, but... Anyway, I mean, these Kaiser Knuckles are pretty good. Like, they were a really big upgrade for Iria. She went from, like, plus 500 from her weapon to plus 900, so... Some people's ultimate weapons have a much bigger swing than others. I guess if everybody... Well, okay, we can put Marvel in the back. Yeah, that's fine. Because she's our only ranged fighter. I don't know why I have such a hard time navigating this menu in this game. Just never works for me. Anyway, let's go. So, this is where the entrance to Demon World. For Nixus, you probably know how to do this. Captain, open the gate. Righto. Is it gonna be like a Chrono Trigger gate? We're going into there? Black hole? Millie, be strong. I'm not scared, it's just... Oh, you're right, we've gotta. If we're gonna save everyone, gotta go get some blood from the Demon King so we can cure the stone disease. And solve the mystery of the Murians from Earth. And whatever else we're doing. Maybe, the Crimson Shield, remember him? Ah, we don't want to return. Okay, we got a way out of here. It's not a one-way trip. It's very demonic, though. Very cool looking. I almost... Okay. I mean, the combat is mostly irrelevant. But we must see it a little bit. So, regular encounter rate for now. If there's any encounters. Maybe the Demon World doesn't have any demons in it. The Crimson Shield! Wait, I was just talking about this guy. We saw him in town once. I will not let you pass. And Ashley recognizes him. The shadow of the Crimson Shield. No, of Argosy. I had grown tired of waiting for this chance to meet you. Who are you? You scurrilous miscreant! You stole the name of my war companion. I will punish you right here. Punish? Do not make me laugh. I will kill you all. Kill me, please. So apparently, this guy used to be friends with Ashley. Boss fight. At least Marvel got to see him die. That was her job in life. Did we do it? We did it, Marvel! We defeated him! He's gone! You feel better? It's not over yet, guys. He's standing up. Wait. The voice. Is it you? Ashley, it has been quite a while. What's going on? What is this? Did I attack an ally? But wasn't it the shadow of the Crimson Shield we defeated? Ashley, do not be troubled. Once I was captured by the Mirror of Reality, this became my fate. What now? Forget about me. Make haste, Astral's in danger. What? Hurry, my shadow is after the bladeless sword given to me by Rias. Bladeless sword? What's going on, guys? Why would he go to Astral for such an object? I thought it was simply an art model. Any rate, we can't ignore the warning. Let's hurry. All the way back to Astral? But aren't we here to save the world? Can't we use the Eye of Truth? It's supposed to be able to open gateways. There we go. Just misuse this artifact. Sure, whatever. Now, they did say getting from the Demon World to Roic was pretty easy. Hand it over quietly now. To you, it's nothing but a toy. Apparently we can teleport. What the? How dare you transform into a creature resembling a real person, shadow born from the demon mirror. Mortal enemy of my friends and of countless men, we shall punish you here. At least Ashley and Marvel get their final fight. I'm the real Crimson Shield. I should have brought Ashley for this fight. Just want to see if he does anything cool. Oh boy, he's not gonna last for it. Yeah. We're a little bit too powerful. There you go, Marvel. He's dead. For real this time, probably. He needed about 20 times hit points. And, I don't know, something. This is probably what he was after. What kind of value can there be in something like this? It's just a handle. It's not even a sword, it's just a hilt. Let me see it. Yeah, it's just a lightsaber. A beam sword? And a high-powered one at that. I've never seen one like this, even in the Federation. This could be a trump card to use against Asmodeus. Yeah, they were terrified of it, certainly. Or sword times 2. Oh. Is it as good as my ultimate weapons? And we're back here immediately. Let's see. I mean, it's pretty good. Literally a laser sword. It gives you some more accuracy, but it's not quite as powerful as my crafted sword. Then again, Holy Elemental does heal some enemies. So if this is non-elemental, which I just double check here. Nope, it's an element. It's some element. But it's a different element than the Aura Blade, so at least you've got that. So like I said, if you don't feel like grinding up weapons, your swordsman, don't worry, Radix will get an ultimate weapon anyway. It's just not quite as good as what you can craft. I don't think anyone else can use it, even though it's just a lightsaber. You don't need the Force to use it or anything. Yeah, it's a swordman-only weapon. That's fine. There is one more thing to do. Now that we've done the cutscene and Astral has defeated his nemesis, as has Marvel, well, technically there's 2 things we could do, but I'm only going to do one of them. Well... Story? I don't know. There's a lot of plot. There's an optional thing I could do. I'm still not sure if I want to. Alright, where is... Oh, I have to do private action. Duh. Come on, BlueAnkylo. Maybe I can do both. Don't forget our original goal. What we have to do now is head for the demon world. So this is officially your point of no return, basically. Where we get one last chance to meet up with everybody. Do some crafting if you want. I know it kind of tricked you, right? Like, first time you go to the demon world, you think it's a point of no return. And then you get returned and it actually progresses the story a little bit. But this is for real the last chance. So can we learn stuff? No, I was merely reminiscing of times long past. Well, that's not a good sign. So, I'm assuming that I did not get enough affection points with Astral, or Astray, or I keep mispronouncing his name, Ashley. He does have a private action you're supposed to be able to get now, and I didn't get it. So, either I messed it up, or maybe I'm missing some key feature. Kind of sucks. The guide I was following was basically, once you've got the 2... Force Blades, then Ashley will give you his final private action. But we didn't get that. Alright, well, let's see if I can show off the other thing then. Let me just pull up my guide a little bit here. Because there's one other sort of optional thing we could do. If I remember... Oh, well, if I can figure out where the secret room is. Alright, so we need to go back... to Sylvalant Ruins. And I need to follow the guide on where I'm going in there. We were in the Sylvalant Ruins last episode. I did do a little bit of exploring after we ended the episode. I did find a couple chests of like garbage mithril armor and stuff. You guys really didn't miss much. It's an unfinished dungeon. Like all the switches and puzzles don't work because the developers probably didn't have enough time to finish it off. So if you're wondering, it feels like a dungeon that was meant to be more involved, but just wasn't quite finished. So they used it as a, you know, they included it into the game, it feels like, so you can do a little bit of side content, a little bit of bonus grinding, and, you know, there's that cool boss fight and all that, but it's not really finished. But there is one thing in there that we didn't do that we could do. Oh, I forgot to turn back. We didn't fight any random encounters in the demon world. Very disappointed. Almost takes more time to change this command. Alright, so we start here. Alright, so let me see. There's a secret area. I don't want to waste too much time here. For starters, okay, so we get to a crossroads is where we're going. So this is a crossroads, and I can't seem to open these things. Right, up, down. Return to the entrance of the room. This time go straight up. Okay, so there's nothing to the left and right of starting area, maybe. Oh, no. Okay, I'm pretty sure we have to go to the next floor. Sorry, I'm reading a text guide at the same time as I'm trying to navigate this. We're looking for another crossroads, though. Like, not this. I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah. Okay, it's all good. I'm just trying to keep on pace with the guide I'm looking at. This is a very mazy area, right? It's easy to get mixed up. Left is a dead end. Nope. All the way left to a save point. I think we have to go there. Okay, so what we're looking for is the path down with 2 rows of small statues that you can go between to get to a secret area. And it's somewhere along this route, I think. Yeah, this looks kind of familiar. Now, if you're playing along, it's almost spoilers, but I want to get some backstory optional content for you guys. So I think it's this one? Oh. It's something like that, though. Maybe? Further down, maybe. You know, there's a tunnel that goes down like that for a long way. Nice one, Marvel. Man, this is a mess of a maze trying to read it by text. Not the most ideal way of describing a mazy dungeon. Yeah, but this is all just a dead end, yeah. The trouble is a lot of the descriptions on the walkthrough are go through here and then come all the way back. So one of these doors was actually locked. Okay, this looks... It's rows of pillars is what we're looking for. Okay, what does it say specifically? Going up into the next room will cause you to blah, blah, blah. No, we're looking... Yeah, so what we're looking for is 2 doors pointing up. Continue left and down to the next room. As you head down, look to your left for 2 rows of small statues. Go left between them into a secret area. That's the one we haven't found yet. That's it right there. Okay. We're on the path. So, like I said, careful about this area. One of these doors has long-lasting consequences. And I think there's some treasure that I missed, technically speaking. Somewhere. Completionist Ankylo, showing off everything. If you're playing the remake on the PSP, you might want to come down here for other reasons. I mean, the flashy text and stuff with all the high-level hidden texts are pretty impressive. Hey, treasure that I didn't get. And I probably won't keep anyway. Ah, rainbow diamonds, yeah. You know, everyone likes rainbow diamonds until you learn you can just duplicate them. I'm assuming it's gonna be a mithril something. Yeah, just another mithril mesh. You can get those out of the arena anyway, so it's not that important. All the spam text. Everyone just goes so crazy. I seriously don't even really need to press any buttons in combat. Like, the rest of the team just kills everything. Mithril helmet. So you might want to come to the secret area if you want to get a little bit more mithril equipment and a rainbow diamond. But maybe be careful about this next door. I think it's this one. I gotta say the area of effect attack from Radix is just way too slow to trigger. The big, you know, magic attack looking thing. Probably nothing right or left. Alright, this is it. Just an empty chamber. At the end of a hidden path. So I would have imagined there would be something here. But I guess not. Everybody, come over here, quick! Definitely not just an empty path. Totally missable, by the way, if you don't explore well enough. What is it, Millie? What is it, boy? There's a woman trapped in the ice with wings. Elise! Or Elia, depending on your translation. Elise, why here? Why like this? I feel so sorry for her. Let's help. I don't know why you're trapped in this ice, but don't worry. I'll save you. I know some healing magic. Everybody, please, stop. But why? Marvel, what are you doing? Come on, let's help her. Josh has been looking for his sister for this whole game. Please don't touch her. But I feel bad. She's stuck in the ice. She's frozen. Please stop. If you won't listen to me, then you leave me with no choice. Marvel? I'll have to fight you. But what? This is the bad ending. What? You'd go that far? You. Trying to save my sister is the only reason I'm still alive. Are you telling me to leave my sister Elise like this? Don't be a fool. If it's a fight you want, I'll give you your fight. I'll sacrifice anything to save my sister. Marvel, please move out of the way. Out of my way. I won't let you stop me. I mean, Marvel would completely destroy Joshua in a fight, I'm pretty sure. Stop. Please. I don't understand what you're thinking, Marvel. Now, I waited to do this until after we saw the Crimson Shield thing, just to give you guys a bit of a hint about what's going on, so you might have been able to figure it out. But we'll have to actually revert to the other timeline to see the full story. I just don't care anymore. No more. If I'd known you were going to be like this, I wouldn't have come with you in the first place. What? Stop. I don't want to fight you. Don't worry, the ice got freed. Please forgive me. It's my fault. I wasn't strong enough to hold on to the smallest of wishes. I'm sorry. Farewell. What just happened? What? Where'd they go? I'm not sure, but Marvel seemed really sad. Both my sister and that woman disappeared. Just, what does it mean? Yeah, they sure aren't telling you much. But that's goodbye, Marvel. So if you do that, she's gone, boys. She's just gone. You can't get her back. Possibly you could go recruit the other optional character, the cat girl that I don't want. But in this version, at least, there's another version where something else happens slightly differently. But in the original Super Nintendo, she just finds Elia or whatever, and they both die. Maybe you can guess what's happened. Maybe we need to keep her alive to see the actual story. But there was something up with that Crimson Shield, so we'll just keep playing, and we'll see what happens. I think there's a more finalized script if you're playing the remakes. That probably explains it all a little bit better. I can explain it later, but I'll try to play through it in the regular expected order at this point. Some of you probably could guess what's happened. I just don't want to spoil it too much, but there's definitely some history between Marvel and Joshua's sister. And whatever happened with the Crimson Shield might be giving you, I mean, I'm saying it over and over again, a bit of a hint. Because the Crimson Shield used to be Ashley and what's the guy's name? Fias? Whatever the guy's name is. He used to be one of their allies. Long ago in the first Demon World War. So that's interesting. Alright, now we've already 53 minutes in. I don't know how far we're going to make it through here, but I got to show off a little bit of Demon World War number 2. I don't know where I'm going. I have not looked anything up. Oh, we've got new enemies. Are they dangerous? Probably if you're not over-leveled with the ultimate weapons and the hidden techs. I'm a little bit sad that Radix didn't learn his hidden tech out of Ashley. I don't know what I missed for that, but he's got a couple skills that can get stronger. I'm pretty sure you can upgrade Dragon Howl and maybe even Dragon Blast. Yeah, you need the power of the blue dragon. It actually kind of tells you. There is a hidden, another secret skill that I was expecting Ashley to teach us. He just decided not to. That would go down here. And that would unlock, like, Blue Dragon or something like that. And it's even more powerful attack that I guess we don't get. Not that we need it. I just, you know, I'm trying to show off as much as I can, but... Oh, well. Stunned! These mini devils, they're attacking too quickly! Wow, I did nothing that fight. Input a command, got interrupted, stun locked. Treasure. Probably garbage. Start getting to see a variety of, what do you call them? The, palette swapped enemies that are slightly more difficult, maybe. Anyway, I just wish the game had a slightly higher, difficulty scale. It just seems really easy to outpace the enemies in the mid-game. Early game was pretty well balanced, but as soon as you start crafting or learning hidden techs or summoning super bosses that you farm for 40,000 experience per fight, I didn't even fight that many of them. You know, you get like 1 or 2 level ups per battle. Like, it's quick. Alright, we better do some identification though. Oh, I'm not sure if the armor that protects you from stone, that might protect you from being turned to stone, which would be better than the stone guard. If that's true. Slayer sword! I think that might be two-handed. Yeah. So that'll be a Sias only big sword. I think we already have one, actually. The demon world just full of weapons, as you do in Final Dungeons, right? Berserk sword! All kinds of cool stuff. Looks like that might be Sias only as well. That's too bad. This is all just Sias only equipment. I actually think at this point in the game, Tenek and Iria's quick combos that are 4 hits are at least as good as my 7-star slash, if not better. Just because they attack so many times so quickly. So this might be pretty close to the ultimate party for just rushing through enemies without a lot of, you know, spell animation pauses, basically. As much as I do like the AoE magic. I think if the magicians had some kind of ultimate weapon that increased their intelligence... I mean, the motor mouth skill lets them cast magic quite a lot quicker. But, it still only hits all enemies once for like 3,000 or 4,000 damage. It's kind of like the best spells we've got so far. I mean, compared to this, 3,000 to 5,000 damage per hit times, well, 4 hits, and I think I can do 4 combos at the moment with Radix. I may not have shown it off, but I leveled up. You know, we've obviously leveled up a bit, right? The maximum link combo you can get is 4. I didn't even bother putting all them in, but yeah, you can do 4 twin slashes in a row. That's 16 attacks. We're above Omni Slash range at this point, and to get that, you need to invest all the way up to level 10 link combo to get, like, it's level 2 gets you 2, level 5 gets you 3, and level 10 gets you 4 hit combos. 4 combos, 4 skills in a row kind of thing. So, pretty cool. I can't remember where I've been. The last encounter wiped my brain of the map. So leave a note in the comments what you think happened to Marvel, but don't spoil it. Only non-spoilers. If you looked it up, that doesn't count. I mean, this is a minor flaw that happened with a lot of the Super Nintendo era games. Either the translation or the original script, they just ran out of time to kind of explain all the stuff going on. They like I said before, very ambitious project. And, you know, they put a lot of work into the story, and then sometimes the delivery just, you know, just ran out of time or space or whatever, and leaves you guessing a little bit, which is okay, but I prefer things were a little bit more, explained a little better. Also, there's, at this point, there's too many sprites on the screen for the Super Nintendo, so as combat gets more spammy, things just start turning invisible because there is a sprite limit. Mechanically, or like the console itself can only draw so many sprites on the screen at once, and this game clearly overwhelms it. Very ambitious. I'm missing probably a couple side passages, but I assume you guys will forgive me. Oh, she's using her special text. Those don't come up very often, but one of those lowers the enemy's attack rating, and one of them stops them from moving. I put them on her, one of her combos, just so that if we're fighting a boss, she might be able to debuff them a little bit. Misty Symbol, I think that might be the first one of those we've got. I believe they existed in one of the crafting lists. Intelligence plus 10%, yeah. So you can make your mages a little bit better. At this point, it's not really relevant, but earlier on in the game, if you crafted one of those, it might have been nice. Okay, I think we're an hour in. This is a save point. We're gonna cut the episode here. I know, cliffhanger. But, final dungeon, you know, we want to have time for the credits and everything. I'll see you next time as we wrap things up. Totally. There's nothing else we're forgetting about, right? We just got to go up here, beat Asmodeus, beat the game, save the world from the Demon Realm invasion. That's all we got to do. Game over. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Wink, wink. And I'll see you next time. Have a great day.